What is up, you guys? Welcome back to No Pilled. Today we're going to be reacting to Fresh and Fit. I'm sure you guys are familiar with their podcast. It's really popular in the Red Pill community. A couple of issues that we want to address. Let's get right into it.
Because we in this table can all marry a McDonald's working poor woman, but a woman cannot take a Chad from McDonald's, marry them. They don't have the DNA to. What you're agreeing to is if she opens her legs for you, she's admitting you're above her. That's why they say I want equal height or above, equal money or above, but it's always above.
If someone's opening their legs for you, it doesn't mean that they think that you're better than them. It might just mean that they have low self-esteem. Maybe they're trying to piss off their parents. Maybe they're in their hoe phase. If anything, they don't respect you.
Women date up, meaning if they're dating you, you're better than her. It's not fucking rocket science.
The average woman is 5'4". The average man is 5'9".
Do you think that I think that you're better than me?
No.
I don't think you're worse than me. I don't think I'm better than you.
No.
I think we're like, let's just clear the air on that.
I don't have much to say. That was probably the stupidest thing I've heard. I think I lost a brain cell.
Men tend to be taller than them. And men tend to earn more money than women. Of course, they want somebody that on general out earns them. That's just averages.
You didn't answer,
right?
Do women date up?
Do women date?
Okay,
no, women date about their class.
Okay, do men date?
Men date about their class. Men date about their class.
You men go to Walmart, you'll see a Chad with a fat in Walmart. Raise your hand if you date down.
It's just a topic we never. None of us ever agree on this. I understand it, but the reality is genuinely wealthy people don't date the woman at McDonald's or Starbucks or Target. I know you guys disagree on that, but it just doesn't happen. When you're in wealthy families, and also when you think about the mother for your children, you don't want just like a hot 18-year-old Latina with a huge fucking ass. You want an educated woman that knows how to handle her shit. That's going to raise your kids.
When it comes down to it, that's all it's ever about. It's the most shallow thing ever that they talk about. They talk about like dating up or dating down. What Destiny is saying actually makes a lot of sense because when you look in the real world, majority of people, everybody you know, is dating within their own kind of age range. For the most part, there's always that weird couple where like the guy is way, way older and everybody gives him the side eye and kind of like makes fun of him. So they were in diapers when you were in college. It's kind of creepy. At the end of the day, like when you look at people, you know, within your own family, within your own friend circles, even at work, wherever you meet people, majority of the times, people are with somebody that is relatively close to their age, relatively close to their economic class, and relatively close on the look scale as too. It just depends what you're looking for in a partner. Some people don't really care so much about one thing or the other, like looks or status or whatever, and they might date outside of their class, but it's such a rare occurrence.
Like obviously when I first met you, there was an attraction. When
initial
I first
attraction?
met you, there was an initial attraction.
Yeah.
The more we got to know each other, realizing that we had a lot in common, and it was nice. She's only 2 years younger than me. We're very close in age, and we just clicked.
Do women date down?
No.
Say never.
People date about their average. What do you think is the average difference between a man and a woman's age in a relationship?
What's that have to do
What
with
do you think is
anything?
the average difference in age?
Since he doesn't want to answer and Destiny doesn't cite the statistic because they kind of skim over that one. Age difference between couple statistics. This is in the United States. American brides married a spouse, 25%. This is in 2013. It's a little bit older. I know in 2021, there was a more recent one that was done. But here it says that the age difference was an average of 1 to 2 years. The one that I was looking at earlier today, I don't have it pulled up right now, but it was 1.9 years in 2021 is the average age difference in the United States between couples. Now, it says right here, because these guys want to claim that if you date an older woman or you date somebody, you know, closer to your age, your chances of divorce are going up. But right here, we see the optimal age difference for a lasting marriage is 1 year, with the divorce rate of 3%, while the rate jumps to 18% when there's a 5-year age gap. The rate of divorce actually tends to increase as the age difference increases, as you get a bigger age gap between a man and a woman. So all these guys who are trying to push like older men in their mid 30s to 40s dating 18-year-olds, and they're so worried about divorce. So they're either looking for a wife, but they're going to get divorced more than likely, and they're denying that fact because they're so against divorce, or they're lying about what they're really looking for in that 18-year-old girl. I'm going to go with the latter. I don't think they really want a wife. I think that's just a bunch of bull.
If I age 10 years, I'm just a richer, hotter, bearded up sexist. If she ages 10 years, I got a fucking raisin Twinkie filled with cum. How the is it the same thing, bro? My value goes up with the age. You don't agree with that?
What's gonna happen if, say, if he was losing money? So you're getting old, you don't have as much money as before. Do you really think these girls are gonna stick around? First, get the money, then you get the then you get the young, and then you have a family, and then your side chicks, and then don't forget the boat and the hoes. This is a red pill pyramid scheme. There's no winning in this.
Why is it always get the money, get the success, and then get the woman when you're older? Why can't you go for a woman when you're young and build that wealth and success together? Not all women are gold diggers. Believe it or not, even though you live in this weird echo chamber, you live in Miami, you're around OnlyFans girls and Instagram models, normal women are not like this. And your audience is normal men who are struggling in relationships. Do you think that this is the best advice to give them? Because God forbid, none of them get successful financially. How did your advice help anybody?
We're reading statistics. You love statistics.
What statistics? You wouldn't even acknowledge the difference in age between a man and a woman.
Okay, let's look at Ronaldo.
Ronaldo is not statistics.
Okay,
Leonardo DiCaprio is not statistics. That's why I asked you very simply, what's the average difference between a man and a woman?
Right.
It's less than 3 years.
Delete the
People
name.
tend to date
delete the
people
name.
in their same socioeconomic class, same race, same neighborhoods,
you're dropping,
same schools.
You're going to drop the last few chromosomes.
Same religions.
Look at this. Delete the name Leonardo DiCaprio, but think of a man on his level. All of them are with 18, 19
That's
year old
not
girls.
true, though. We just brought up, what did I just bring up? Bezos married another woman who's, what, 50 years
That's the name.
It's funny because he just got called out for using like an anecdotal example, just saying Leonardo DiCaprio was like, that's not really a statistic. And then when he was like, okay, well, name someone in his wealth class, he's like Jeff Bezos. And then he goes, that's a name.
DiCaprio is a name.
Do rich, wealthy men date younger women?
Yes.
No, on average, people are. Yeah, no, dude. You're making the emotional argument. All I can do is appeal to the data. I can't. If you want to cry and make the faces or whatever, that's fine.
What do you guys
no,
say?
you don't ask them. Go look it up. At rich people that are genuinely wealthy, not people that are in fucking yachts in Dubai bragging about fucking 20-year-olds that are actually 35-year-old prostitutes that they pay to put on their boats. Actual wealthy people tend to date and marry people that are about their age. Go to any neighborhood with lawyers and doctors.
But they're cheating with a bunch of fucking 18-year-olds.
They might be cheating. That wasn't your question.
You clearly see from these guys that if you're not with them, you're against them, and they will do whatever it takes to get their opinions to come out of your mouth. Until you can say something they can relate to, they'll just scream and be loud like this guy right here is doing.
I think I think the bottom line here is that men are more willing to concede and date a woman and or hook up with a woman that has lower value than themselves, versus women are less likely to go ahead and take that dating approach.
I'm literally losing brain cells from watching this.
And that's how you know that they live chronically online and they only see things the way that they want to see it. And they hang out with their little buddies in the red pill community and they just parrot one another. Most people are mid. They say it all the time. Oh, most people are average. Most women are average. Well, so are most men. And that's majority of your audience. So maybe you should give advice to average people how the average person lives and how average relationships work.
People just tend to date around their own classes. People go to the same schools with each other. People work the same jobs as each other. They're in the same neighborhoods. It's pretty rare that you get a guy with the last name Rockefeller or Kennedy that's going to Starbucks and picking up the barista. That just doesn't happen on average.
You're actually saying that women will marry a Chad with a six-pack that works at McDonald's?
Not only wealthy men get married, broke men get married too, believe it or not. And broke men can have hot wives, believe it or not. I don't know about this world that you're living in. Maybe this is just like a Miami thing. It's really bizarre though.
We literally met each other, broke, lost, and we literally just got together. We knew we matched. We loved each other. And we just been building our family since then.
And at the end of the day, they're just ruining other men's lives with this kind of advice. This kind of advice is super toxic to men. It's not going to help them in any way. And if you're listening to this, if you're listening to these red pill guys try to give you relationship advice, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to work. If you're looking for a serious relationship or a marriage or anything like that, you're not going to get it by listening to them.
You're destroying lives with your opinion.
What are you talking about?
You're giggling out of the matrix.
I don't even know what.
I have to pause that because didn't I literally just say that? No, you're destroying lives with your stupid opinion.
I don't even know.
Andrew. Say on camera, women have the DNA to marry a Chad that works at McDonald's. Say it. Bite the bullet. Bite the bullet.
Women
Say
that
it.
work at McDonald's will marry men that work at McDonald's.
No.
Yes.
That's wrong too. But you're saying women will date a Chad who works at McDonald's. Marry, bro. That's a ring. Not like Adam 22.
Do you think that people that work in fast food don't have wives? To say that to the camera, say, if you work a service job, you don't have a wife. Is that true? Say that.
No,
Yeah,
man, no 35-year-old man who works at 35-year-old man who works at McDonald's is married, bro.
Okay.
I wouldn't really like qualify the guys that are in the red pill community as particularly intelligent. They may be smart in some ways, like, you know, in a business sense, but when it comes to human relations and like the social issues, they're dumb as rocks. They talk about women being 80% of why divorces end, but then they don't say why this is happening. Why are they initiating the divorces, not recognizing that it's because of the way that the men in these marriages are treating their wives. Obviously, that's why they're getting divorced. It's an emotion-based argument. It has nothing to do with reality. None of these guys are actually married or have long-term relationships. All they do is sleep around, and it's disgusting.
If any woman you know met a Chad that's funny and he's great and he's perfect, but he's 32 years old and works at McDonald's, why you can't think of one example is because it's never happened in history.
Aren't you literally the example?
How?
Because 6 months ago, you were a loser that didn't even turn his stream on and you got girls all over you, don't you?
Yeah, you just got outed. That's hilarious. But the funniest thing that I noticed about that is he was saying you can't cite one example of a woman marrying or committing to a man that like works at McDonald's or whatever like that. He said you can't give an example of that because it doesn't exist. But any of us will wife up whatever he said, a model that's sweet, that's 18, that's et cetera, whatever their weird checklist is. But there's no example of that either because none of them are married to that. It's just fantasy.
And honestly, I'm just gonna go to bed because I feel stupid from watching that video. I'm tired.
Night.
Alright. Sorry.
So I hope you guys like that video. Subscribe to No Pill, and we'll see you in the next one.